You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the November 16th meeting of the Michigan City Common Council Workshop. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start this workshop. Today is November 16th, and this is the workshop for the responsible bidding practices ordinance. And what we want to do is we want to host a workshop so that if there were any questions by city council members or any comments from the public, we want to take those into consideration tonight. And again, this is something that across Northwest Indiana, that municipalities are using the responsible bidder ordinance, and we want to make sure that we received any input and answered any questions. So what I'm going to do, starting first, is I know I have Jim Clarida with the with the LaPorte, Stark, Pulaski.
Very good. Yep.
Building Trades Council, and also with IBEW here this evening to make a few comments, and then we'll see if there are any questions that we can facilitate, and then I'll let you introduce yourself again as well if you have anything you would like to say as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Again, my name is Jim Clarida. I am the LaPorte Stark Pulaski Building Trades President and Business Manager of IBEW Local 531. Appreciate you having us in tonight. I do have a couple documents there. Mr. President, if you want to grab those from Angie. Last time we kind of met, or not we met, but the last city council meeting, there's a few questions as far as, how to administer and stuff like that. So there is a public body checklist there. Again, many municipalities around Northwest Indiana already have this. So this is kind of tried and true. We've kind of worked out all the kinks. This checklist makes it very easy as a municipality to make sure that everything is being properly documented and is following the ordinance. Usually 9 times out of 10, if you do a public works project, you're going to be hiring a construction manager anyway that's going to kind of help administer, or actually administer this for you anyway. So the burden on the city is actually very minimal. And then also in the handouts, the city council meeting, there was some questions and concerns and talks about lowering the threshold from the 300,000 that's currently in there to the 150. Just again, basing that off of that gets in line with the Indiana statute, along with majority of the municipalities and school boards and things like that in the Northwest Indiana have adopted the 150,000. So I just put together a quick Excel spreadsheet for all the county, LaPorte County, and then all the counties that just kind of touch LaPorte County, of all the different bodies that have passed an RBO and what their thresholds are. And as you can see there are a couple of them that are at 300,000, but you can see the vast majority of those are at the 150. And again, that just kind of aligns with the state of Indiana statute for public bidding. So I guess I'll take any questions or comments or...
I sent you just a couple, in response to, I did have a couple of smaller businesses that reached out, and their concern is, okay, we're established businesses, but this will cost us money and impact us negatively. And some of these are minority-owned businesses, so I want to make sure that we're not leaving them out either. We're a smaller city. It's not like we're Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. And I think there's room for everybody. And I think that was the only reason why the 300,000 was there, just to make sure that there is an opportunity for them. So how can we balance that to make sure that we're supporting everybody?
Sure. And absolutely can totally respect that. We certainly want to take care of our small businesses. We actually have a number of small contractors ourselves that are IBEW contractors, 2, 3, 4 guys. So we're certainly very cautious of that. I would say that I don't feel like anyone would be cut out from something like this. I mean, if you're a small 1-2 man shop, you really can't, I don't want to say can't handle a project of 150,000 or more, but it is very difficult, especially if you are IBEW and can't come to us for more manpower. So again, because it's been passed in so many other cities and we haven't really seen it be an issue, And again, $150,000 is still a lot of money. So there's still a lot of room there underneath that for those other smaller businesses to be able to capture some of this work possibly. And again, just a reminder, this is strictly public works. This isn't private development or anything like that.
And I think that was the only thing that I had, and I have reached out to some, and I did not hear of any issues or any concerns. Are there any particular? I know with the number, it seems like a lot of the cement, the drivers, the CDLs, and some of those are more so part of the minority and DBEs than some of the other trades anyway. I'm not sure if you see that amongst electrical and all that.
Yeah, we certainly have quite a few DBEs.
Okay.
I know like Marquis Electric right here in Michigan City, they're a DBE. I'm fairly certain. That's more on the business side. Of course, I'm on the labor side, so as far as exactly how they run their business, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that we do have a lot of minority-owned businesses.
And the ordinance is, I really did just use the boilerplate for what the majority of the cities are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you had any questions, Don?
Sure. Yeah.
How many other cities in the state have this? You guys got any idea?
We've got that information. I don't have it off the top of my head. I said all I had time for today is to kind of put together who had it as far as, close proximity to LaPorte County, but
61, but that's municipalities, schools.
yeah.
There's a.
What's that? Here? Oh, I'm sorry.
61, and I do believe a vast majority of those are in Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this sheet.
That's just the one that talks about the threshold, though, right, Tim? Or is that the number?
That's
Right.
just, I had time to put together just the surrounding counties that touch LaPorte County, just so we could see the immediate area. I obviously didn't have time to grab like Marion County and, the rest of the state. That was just so you can kind of see in Northwest Indiana, kind of what's been done. And I didn't even go so far as to Lake County, which I think there's 22 of them in Lake County.
It's a lot in Lake County.
The Northwest Indiana does have the bulk of those. The state Marion County has quite a few too in southern Indiana as well.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about this checklist? I thought this was interesting. This is, and just state your names.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Marcella Kunstack. I'm with the Indiana, Illinois, Iowa Foundation for Fair Contracting. We came up with that. I would like to say our legal office came up with that to just try to simplify the process and make it easier for municipalities to follow along. When they turn in their bid packets, they'll follow basically that checklist. And I would like to say to you that most contractors in this area that bid your public works, they already have packets.
Okay.
They're familiar with it because, like I said, there are 60, I believe we're at 61 currently in the state, and they know what they have to produce in order to qualify.
So this is something we can probably add as an addendum, Don, to the ordinance. As a checklist, that way it's already done.
Yeah, makes it much easier.
Okay.
I see that Councilwoman Tracy Tillman is on the Zoom. You have any questions?
No, I don't, not at this present time.
Just making sure.
Thank you.
Mr. Benson, you have any questions? Okay. I'm gonna make this really short for y'all. How about the controller's office? Controller's office, any questions? No questions, all right. Well then, with that being said, I'm not gonna belabor this. So what will happen is that at the next council meeting, we had the workshop to answer any questions, if there were any questions. And it will be on second reading.
Right.
It'll be on second reading. And if it's the council's will, they can go second and third, or it'll be second and then third at the first one in December.
Okay, so December, what is it?
Yeah, when is the next meeting?
The next meeting is next Tuesday.
So should we just you come to be in the audience.
Yeah,
if
you can.
guys Like to,
Right,
anybody
Yes.
might have any more questions.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But we do, you have my business card.
Yes.
And I can email they can email too, any questions they might have, so we could be prepared also.
Okay.
Because like I said, we have legal counsel at our office too, so if, there's anything, pressing or that we really have to dig into,
Mhm.
we can do that.
All righty. With that being said, meeting adjourned.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for
yeah.
your time.
That was quick.